Hey everyone, sorry I was a tad slow on hitting unmute on my mic. How appropriate that some Toby Fox music comes on right as my timer hit 0. Now where is my button to bring up? Ah, there you are! Hi everybody, I'm Super Train Station H, and we're gonna play... Oh, well I guess I better reset my timer. And we'll set it for like 10 minutes. While I do my little warm-up thing, my little just chatting thing with some gameplay. And Clackaboy is saying happy Saturday stream and happy early Easter. Yeah, it's very nearly Easter. And so for our warm-ups lately, actually I guess I need to open up. I just consider this. I need to open up. Where's my scores? Where's all my scores? Yeah, here are all my scores. Yeah, I have a spreadsheet of all my alleyway scores. If we play long enough, I doubt we'll only be playing for a few minutes. This isn't going to be a serious game. Yeah, every score time I played this on stream, I've recorded the score in a document I've got, and it just occurred to me, hey, maybe I should have it open. Yeah, so I've played this game on stream many times. This is the first time that I'm playing it on Nintendo Switch Online. In the past, I've played it using the original cartridge on my analog Pocket, which plays, handheld games from the original cartridges. Clackaboy is saying they're sure doorworms will be busy hunting for Easter eggs tomorrow. Yeah, well, they are known for grabbing, any shiny objects they find laying around, things like pretty rocks or little bits like that. So Easter egg hunts would definitely be something they'd be into. But yeah, so last time around, when I played Deltarune last time, for the first time ever, I beat the secret boss of Chapter 1, Jevil. And it took me about half the stream, about 3/4 of the stream, and the rest of the time was spent getting items, grinding for money against some regular enemies, to get the healing items I wanted for the final boss, which we are right up to. So in 7 minutes and 55 seconds, we'll go over to Deltarune. I'm playing the Deltarune on the Nintendo Switch. I played chapters 1 and 2 before. I played chapter 1 in 2021, in like spring of 2021. And lucky for me, Chapter 2 came out that September, so I got to play Chapters 1 and 2 in relatively close succession. Now, those are recorded on my YouTube channel, but I did Chapters 1 and 2 as Let's Plays. I did not play them live. But Chapters 3 and 4, which are coming out soon, and I'm replaying Chapters 1 and 2 in preparation for it. Chapters 3 and 4 I will be playing in a live stream format, hopefully. It's not going to be a problem in terms of backseating and spoilers. But for my Chapters 1 and 2 replay, well, I'm pretty spoiled for all the sequences in Chapters 1 and 2. And we'll be playing through the secret boss in Chapter 2. If I do get through Chapter 1, well, I know I'm going to get through Chapter 1. But depending on how much time I have, because I plan on... Most of this playthrough is actually going to be going through the interactive ending of Chapter 1. This sort of post-game, a Chapter 1 post-game, such as it were. Because in the context of Deltarune's incomplete state, each chapter has kind of been treated as its own game by Let's Players and streamers. But once in the far future, when Deltarune is complete, it is going to be one complete game unto itself with an ultimate final boss. But I'm kind of treating each chapter boss as sort of the final boss of Chapter 1, final boss of Chapter 2, and so forth. Now, for me, I'm going to be, yeah, I know this isn't exactly an audio-visual extravaganza of a game, but my first stream in this format, where I just have this sort of Game Boy thing going on during my just chatting thing, because I'll often have a warm-up game, but I never did this thing where I have my VTuber larger than it typically would be, and a small, my Game Boy off to the side with whatever Game Boy game I'm playing. The first time I did it was Tetris. The second time I did it last week. Yeah, I already started. It's been a fortnight since I started these regularly scheduled streams again. Wow. But a fortnight ago, it was Tetris. Then last week it was Super Mario Land. I got nearly to World 2-3 before it was time to get into our main game. So I figured if we're going with this Game Boy launch game theme, the next game might as well be Alleyway. This sort of a game that, in spite of my first system being my first Nintendo system being the black and white Game Boy back in '95, and even having gone through sort of a renaissance in the 2000s, when I finally got a Game Boy Pocket for the first time, sort of rediscovering a lot of early Game Boy games from my childhood, and a few that I never played during my childhood, I was not aware that Alleyway existed until I saw it when the 3DS Virtual Console came out. On the morning of Nintendo's E3, I guess 2011 presentation? Yeah, it was E3 2011. The day of their E3 2011 presentation, they launched the Nintendo 3DS eShop. And so for the first time, I was able to play Super Mario Land again, because I had not played Super Mario Land since 99 or 2000 at the absolute latest. So it was the first things I downloaded were Alleyway and Super Mario Land. I was not aware that there was a Breakout clone for the original Game Boy. I was thinking of having, I'll save it for the end of Chapter 2, but there's some, like, theory videos and stuff like that about things related to Deltarune that me and other people familiar with the game and the lore to this point will be looking out for and are awaiting resolutions on. So maybe I'll put a video like that on while I play maybe this, or more likely Nintendo versus Pinball in particular. And that would be something that I would enjoy a lot. And I think for those of my viewers who are not deep into their Toby Fox role-playing game lore would probably appreciate that. So, after that, honestly, if I complete Chapter 1, I'm probably going to call it there so that next week's stream I can start Chapter 2 fresh. Yeah, I think that would, unless I finish Chapter 1 in under 2 hours, which I kind of doubt. Oh, and Clackaboy's saying, while enjoying my stream, they're making a special treat for tomorrow. They call it Pistachio Delight. It goes by Watergate Salad. It's just pistachio pudding, crushed pineapples, mini marshmallows, and pecans with cherries. So the mention of mini marshmallows. You know what? I was at Whole Foods earlier today, which I don't go to often, and I should have went and got myself some Dandies, these vegan marshmallows they have, even though historically the original forerunner to the modern marshmallow treat was vegan to begin with, but nowadays typical supermarket marshmallows are made with gelatin, which is not vegetarian or vegan, but Dandies are vegan, and they're great for making s'mores and stuff with. You know what I've never done before? I've never, like, sat around, like, a fire in, like, a backyard or in a fire pit or something and made s'mores with friends. Like, I've never done that before, and it always felt like a kind of, like, comfy idea, but it's not something I've ever actually done before. Maybe someday, we'll see. But, okay. We won by virtue of the last block being... So how the bonus stages work is, instead of bouncing off the bricks, the ball passes through them, and we have 93 or so in-game timekeeping units. Yeah, but these are not seconds, these are just mysterious Mario timekeeping units. Oh, and Clackaboy's saying, oh, doggone. But Clackaboy's saying, coincidentally, they are using Dandies. How about that? No, when you say pistachio pudding, I don't know. Like, the word pudding is kind of one of those vague words like fruit or vehicle, where, like, the word fruit can mean a lemon, an apple, or like a watermelon. The word vehicle could mean the airship, like Graf Zeppelin. It could mean the NASA Space Launch System. It could mean a Volvo 240 station wagon, a train, or even a wheelbarrow. Like, it's one of those very vague words. Where, like, pudding can mean, like, chocolate pudding or vanilla pudding. It can mean a bunch of guts roasted together. Or it can mean stale bread coated in fruit juice. Pudding can mean almost anything. But when you say pistachio pudding, I'm like, okay, I don't exactly know what that means, but when I hear marshmallows, I think, okay, this is some kind of sweeter, more dessert type pudding. Am I correct in understanding that, Kalakaboy? Yeah, I went to Whole Foods basically just as I just wanted to get a plate of food from their overpriced like hot bar to put in a tray for dinner tonight. And Whole Foods is kind of not an hour. It's a notable drive. It's not a casual run over to the supermarket type of drive for me. It is a bit of a destination drive. But I went just for that. And I forgot. And the two things I actually wanted were the fancy, like, overpriced fruit snack things. Yeah, those overpriced those fancy gourmet fruit snack things, and what else? Oh yeah, and dandies, and I forgot to get both of those. But both of those things are things that I don't need to be eating anyway, because I want to have teeth when I'm older. So how about we move over to it's a creamy pistachio kind of gelatinous. Alright, so we'll move over to our main game, that being Deltarune, and get started. We'll play on until if we're still playing. I don't know I'd say if we finish with, it'll depend how I feel. It came in a jar from Whole Foods Pt.3. Okay. Yeah, I do not go to Whole Foods often, and when I go there, I buy one or two specialized things that I can't get anywhere else. I definitely do not have the money or the space to cook, provide for anything, going to Whole Foods and doing an actual full shopping trip. I remember many years ago that Whole Foods did a promotional tie-in with the Hunger Games films, and I thought that was kind of ironic because like Whole Foods is like the capital. You go and they're oddly dressed people and an expensive food you can't afford much of. Okay, and a serious time, kind of. Oh, I forgot to check. Hey, there's Lancer. Hey, Father. Lancer, my son, have you dispatched the Lightners as I commanded? No, but I did even better. It turns out we don't actually have to fight them. They said they could just talk to you and... They're alive? Yes, and I think you'll like them a lot. There's Susie. She's very purple and strong, and... Where are they now? Oh, there they are. Hey. It's nice to meet you. Lancer, my son. Yes, Father? Do you remember what I told you? Don't get too attached. You have failed. They have poisoned you with their sentimentality. Free yourself, Lancer. They care not for you. Their only goal is to destroy our glorious fountain. They are scum. No, they aren't. What did you say? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Let him go. You want me to let him go? Then how about this? I'll drop him off the edge and let him splatter, unless you all kneel and learn your place. What will it be, Lightners? Don't listen to him, Susie. He'll... Now watch, Lancer. See what happens when you befriend Lightners. What the... You traitor! Come back here! Alright, enough already. Who the hell do you think you are? To my people, I am a hero. To you, I'm the bad guy. King blocked the way. Alright, this is not as hype as the World Revolving, which is the Jevil battle theme, but it is pretty hype. Yes, we're gonna have to... have Susie talk to her. And have Ralsei defend. Let's build our TP bit. Susie tried to reason with the king. Alright, listen up. Lancer's my friend. So if we can get by without hurting you, then... If I perish, so be it. Show my son the monster you really are. I like how that has multiple layers of meanings, because she's literally a monster. Alright, you want to see what I could do, huh? Susie's will is changing. Talk became Red Buster. Ooh, a violence option. How dare you come here, Lightners. They're targeting Chris. King's mouths babble imperceptibly. Okay. We'll have Ralsei talking it. Ralsei tried to reason with the king.
You might not realize it, but this is a world where you don't have to fight. I know if we try, we can all find another way.
Such simple-minded platitudes. A shame you will not live to realize your naivety. Now perish with the pathetic Lightners you worship.
Sorry, my friends and I aren't going anywhere.
Ralsei's will is changing. Talk became dual heel. You that left us in the shadows, stripped of meaning. Ooh, woohoo! Ooh, really challenging attacks to defend ourselves from here. So, you tried to reason with the king. Silence, Lightbringer. Your very existence goes against our own. By the Knight's will, I shall shatter your heart to pieces. Your will is changing. Talk became courage. You dare to torment us once again? Alright. What is courage? Defense boost, okay. Susie defends, and Ralsei will use... No. Heal prayer? Oh, the dual heal is a unique thing for... Oh, it's a unique thing for... Dual heal heals everyone. I thought dual heal would only heal 2 characters. Okay. That's better than what I was expecting. Your soul shined its power on Ralsei. Dual... Okay. Be gone. We have found fresh purpose. Oh. Ooh. Alright. King's mouths babble indecipherably. Okay. We're gonna use that while we have the chance and defend. Alright. For the Knight has appeared. Okay, that was fun. Okay. The battlefield is rumbling. 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 It's coming. Oh! Oh! I just... The battlefield is rumbling. That has some interesting implications given the lore that we're going to learn later on. Okay. You encourage the party. The party's defense raised for this turn. Alright, so it only lasts 1 turn, but that's still a pretty good... At the rate we're going, if I keep performing well in these attacks and are dodging them, we may be able to not even use any healing items. The Knight that pulls the fountains from the earth. Oh, doggone. Okay. King's Mouths gave a berserk spot because he has the mouth on his face and the belly mouth too. We'll heal Chris. Holy fountains, whose shadows are creating a new world. They're targeting Rousey this time. Our world. Okay. Whew. Darkness pours from the fountain. Okay. Haha. Do you see our new purpose? Ooh, that's smooth. King's Mouse gave a berserk smile. Everyone defend. You encourage the party's defense raised for this turn. Soon this world shall be blanketed in darkness, and darkeners shall rule it. Ooh. I took that hit on purpose because I was trying to get some grays to add to our TP, which is what we use to cast our magic. So the battlefield is rumbling. Okay. Wait a second. Oh no, we used courage, defend, and defend. Okay. Defense raises. Then you may see what it's like to live in despair. Whew. Okay. Now is the time. We'll use dual heal and defend with Susie. Now enough talk. Fall before the chain of justice. These are cool attacks. Okay. Whew. You encourage the party's defense raised for this turn. Ha! You're quite strong, aren't you? They're targeting Susie this time. Alright, nice, nice. And by the way, each time we defend, our TP does go up as well. If I keep fighting you like this, then... Ooh, nice! Got in our... There's no we might as well heal just to top up our... I'd love, and this is the second time I've ever played through this battle. I'd love to see how this compares to the first time I attempted it. It seems that... Ooh, okay. Alright. Your soul shines its power on Rousey. Rousey casts dual heal. My knight, I shall not fail you. Yeah, and we don't need the TP, we just need to avoid... Hey. Hold on a second. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for waiting, everybody. Alright, there we go. I just got an important call I had to take real quick. Sorry about that. But we defeated... Wow, I was not expecting this. We defeated the final boss of this chapter without using a single healing item. Enough is enough. I see that I cannot defeat you. I have grown exhausted from our long battle. I love how his cape flies away like a big bat. Lightners, perhaps I've been too cruel. The truth is, I was not always this way. There was once a time where Darkners and Lightners lived in harmony. A time where Darkners could fulfill their purpose in peace. It would be a lie to say that I, too, do not yearn for those days. Perhaps you young ones are right. Please, let us put away our weapons. There must be a peaceful solution to all this.
Come on now, Susie. I'm glad that you're starting to realize, Mr. King. None of us really want to fight. If you can just tell us about your worries, I'm sure we could all be friends, Mr. King.
Yes, friends. That sounds lovely. Why am I doing like Alec Baldwin's Sir Topham Hatt voice for the king? I don't know. My apologies. I'm not used to fighting like that. My body is getting weak.
Oh, don't say another word.
Rousey, you dumbass.
There, you should all be healed up. How do you feel?
Let's see. Never better. You... Did I say you could get up? Chris! Oh, spare me the heroics. You're the leader, aren't you? So what's your plan? To laugh as you cast us all back into obscurity? You can't even say. Young one, let me tell you a secret. Quiet people piss me off. Hey, get away from my friend. Or what? You'll kill me? Nah. So what's your plan then? To talk me to death? You stupid Lightner. You honestly think you have any way to convince me not to kill you? Nah, but they might. Hey! It's all the including those diamond guys at the bottom who were apparently otherwise unused within the game. Yeah, I did not get this ending last time. Last time, I guess at some point I accidentally killed one of the or not killed, but accidentally defeated one of the Darkners using violence, which is very different from killing Darkners, as we will learn later. But the Lancer, everyone, what is the meaning of this?
Sorry, Dad, you're being overthrown. When I told everyone you were fighting the Lightners, everyone remembered how kind they were. They decided they'd rather have a king that accepts them. Me. Now I'm the dad.
You idiots! The Lightners are your enemies! Fools, I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you!
Yikes, I think someone needs a timeout. Go to your room, Dad.
No!
You alright, Chris? Chris, Susie! Oh, you're alright.
Yeah, it'll take more than that to take us down.
Chris, Susie, I'm sorry. Because I healed the king, we almost lost. Because I healed the king, we almost... Susie, you were right. I was foolish to think we could act so soft to everyone. This isn't a world where kindness always wins, is it?
It's complicated. Yeah, sometimes there's people you just gotta fight. But if you never let your guard down, then you might just hurt someone you care about.
Aw, Susie.
Aw, look at his dialogue box sprite is cute, but his overworld sprite is absolutely infectiously adorable. Also notice, only the Light Worlders, Chris and Susie, well, Chris doesn't have dialogue boxes, they're silent. But Susie, as a Lightner, has a white and black monochrome, but the Darkners all have full color dialogue box sprites, which is very interesting.
Aw, Susie, you're beginning to sound like a real hero.
And I'll get used to it.
Then I suppose you and Chris should return home now.
Yeah, I guess that's right, huh? Well, see ya. I notice how you could always see Susie's eyes now, her sprite changes. Huh? Chris, you wanna say goodbye to everyone, don't you? Well, if you're gonna make me, I guess we can go back for a bit. Let's go.
Chris, Susie, you came back.
Well, Chris just wanted to say bye, you know.
Oh, actually, everyone here wanted to say goodbye too. Please let me know when you leave, alright?
Yeah, we'll try not to skip you. Well, let's start from the back and work our way up front. Talk to all the Darkners we made friends with. Okay, this is as far as we can go, so let's... Because you rescued it, it grew to respect you. Well, actually, maybe it shrunk to respect you. Here's the top chef. Mamma mia, what a celebration! Everyone is here. This must be the birthday party I made that cake for. Clover's birth, such a sweet occasion, I might cry. Actually, this whole thing is like our fault. Oh, Mon Amiga then, you're Clover's mother. Now I understand why you ate the cake, to protect her. Oh, wait, no, Wait, if I go along with this, can I get more cake? And here's a King Lancer. Susie, blue person whose name I neglected to learn all along. I thought you were going home ways. We were, but Chris wanted to say bye, you know.
Oh, really? Ho, 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 that's funny. I thought you wanted to say bye because we're friends.
Huh? I mean, I did not want to. So you're the king now, huh?
Yes, and I'm changing some big rules. First, Lightners are now legal. Second, prison is for dads only.
Sounds like some pretty good changes. Hey, your dad was protecting the fountain, right? Is it gonna be okay if we mess with it?
I have no idea. But it's you guys, so I trust you. If something bad happens, we'll fix it out.
Yeah, I guess we'll just see ya, I guess. Well, see you later.
Come back soon.
There's always room in town for a couple of clowns. Alright. Let's see what Rudin has to say.
I'll be honest, at first we weren't sure I'll be honest, at first we weren't sure who make our new king. I mean, who make our new... Okay, I think that was a typo, maybe? I mean, Lanter has always been a bit of a pain, but after seeing how nice he treats you guys, I think he'll be fine. Near the kings in cages. What ho? How about us? Aren't we going to be restored as kings? Uh-oh, time for a deluxe Sodor lore reading. I forgot what differentiates the deluxe lore reading with the standard one. But for a little while, briefly, let's, actually, I guess I have to... There we go. So, we're going to read about Elsbridge. And by the way, this is actual legit lore from the world of Thomas the Tank Engine. St. Purdoc's church tower was visible for miles across the fen, and marks the site of a centuries-old river crossing at the end of a path through the bog, known only to local people. Even natives were sometimes confused in the thick mists often covering the area. In September 1758, Peter Carney, an Elsbridge shopkeeper, was caught in just such a mist, and only found direction and safety when he heard the church clock strike. Accordingly, he bequeathed land to the vicar and church wardens, directing that the rent thereof be used to pay for the ringing of a bell daily during the half hour before sunset forever. A tablet in the church records this request. The need for it is gone, but a token ringing of the Carney bell continues to this day. Another tablet records the ringing of the town bridge by public subscription in 1779 and 80, and gives a list of the principal contributors. The road width was 15 feet between parapets, quite generous for those days. In 1927 it was widened, but great care was taken to preserve its original design and appearance. For many years it carried two-way traffic, but with the increased width of vehicles this has become dangerous, and the traffic flow is now alternate and controlled by lights. It has 5 arches, and not 10 as shown in the picture in Thomas the Tank Engine, pages 57 and 19. Nor is the river as wide as the artist suggests. The bridge is a pleasing structure, full of character, built by local masons to meet a local need, and Elsbridgians are proud of it. If Elsbridge is proud of its road bridge, the railway people are certainly proud of theirs. It was intended as a showpiece from the first. It happened like this. From 1910 to 1925, Elsbridge was the terminus of the branch line. The Northwestern Railway held powers to extend, but money was short, and the necessary bridge and tunnel were likely to prove expensive, so nothing was done. In 1924, however, Jacob Quarry began quarrying at Farquhar. He needed 2 things, a railway for transport and an attractive structure to show potential customers the quality of his stone. Hard bargaining followed with Topham Hatt. In the end, the Northwestern Railway agreed to extend the line on condition that the quarry company not only provided stone for the bridge free of charge, but also undertook to bear half the cost of the tunnel at Hackenbeck. The bridge was designed by Mr. Michael Kirk of Cathedral Chambers, Sudbury, who, on Topham Hatt's suggestion, based his design on that of Isambard Kingdom Brunel for the Great Western Railway at Maidenhead. It was completed in 1925 and has since only needed minimal maintenance, thus giving estimate testimony to the qualities of Farquhar stone. Elsbridge is a pleasant town of some 4,500 inhabitants. It has a flour mill and bakery, together with several small firms specializing in different forms of agricultural engineering. But the largest employer is Sir Purdoc's Dairy, situated in what was once a glebe field at the vicarage adjacent to the station. The dairy has won its fame for its Callan cheese and Ellesdale butter, the latter being made of the milk of cows pastured in the rich water meadows along the upper reaches of the Ells. The Curragh or Fenland Museum is a must for visitors. In addition to both domestic and industrial, collected from the neighborhood, and imaginatively displayed, life in the fen is depicted both before and after drainage began 100 years ago. Most of the land on the west bank is now drained and cropped.
but some 4,000 acres were left untouched, and as are preserved by the Sodor Nature Conservancy as a wildlife sanctuary. The upper banks of the Elds are beloved by anglers, of which many come year after year with great regularity. These tend to stay at the two hotels, the Trout and the Char, which cater admirably for their needs, and which own most of the fishing rights. Visitors with other interests will find comfortable accommodation elsewhere. The Railway Hotel in Station Road and the bridge in Ulfstead Street are highly recommended. Elsbridge is an attractive place, well served by public transport, and to it northward, the visitor has ready access to some of the most beautiful parts of the island. Alright, so that is about the town of Elsbridge. And, okay, thank you, Kalakaboy, for redeeming your deluxe Sodor lore reading. And we will continue on with the ending of Deltarune, post-final boss of Chapter 1.
Oh, what ho! What about us? Aren't we going to be restored as kings? Ah, my treasure is unharmed. Carry on, then.
And we talked to the animals. Us animals decided it's okay if the kings stay in the cages as well. But they'll have to put on animal ears and noses.
What's going on? I slept through everything.
Hathy looked at you proudly. Kiss. And Clover, my favorite. The future looks sweet, like a pile of bees' puke, which is honey, I think. A kingdom with so much hope. I hope you didn't screw it up. That means thank you. Come to our next bee day too. We'll have one soon, if that's possible. I knew you could do it. Though I was your enemy, I was cheering for you. That's how much I disliked my job.
Wonderful work, mine amigos! Thou hast toppledest the tyrant, freedest our creedest. Truly, if history shall not forget the tale of Rule's Cod and the three heroes.
You did it. You ousted that rotten tyrant. I'll happily accept a bounty of credit for my contributions. Unless the king reappears, in which case, I did nothing. Darn, Horsey, you've done us a big help. Now all of us pieces can live in pieces. We'll deal with the coat rack and the ball first. I think the coat rack is doubling as a jack. And here is the ball. I'll talk to the ball first. Even a little ball can say something like thank you. And the coat rack says,
Thank you, I could go back to being a coat hanger now. By the way, I asked Som to come here, but there wasn't any interest.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sham does not... Oh, you know what? I guess it's because they didn't want to give Sham a overworld sprite. Great work. Where were these things? Where did we encounter these things? You're absolutely amazing. Honestly, we owe you. Best, you're the best. Way to go, kids. Now we can go back to making the puzzles we love. Life's got no tutorials, so try your best. And here's Ralze.
Chris, Susie, are you leaving?
Hell if I know. I'm just following Chris. Guess we'll just walk to the right if we are.
Susie, Chris, are you going to leave? I just wanted to say, I really enjoyed meeting you two, and...
Hey, can you stop mumbling into your hat for a sec? Can barely hear you, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chris, Susie, I hope I could see you again soon. Next time I'll make you lots of yummy cakes, alright?
Yeah, so it turns out that, that Ralse's body, like his fur being black, was just a result of him wearing that hat. And he's actually white and fluffy. Like the... yeah, sure, dude. Ha ha ha.
Let's go, Chris.
Yeah, we can't talk. Let's check our stats. Yeah, we have every single item. Wowie wow. We have all those items. Level 1 Dark Knight does damage with using dark energy. Bed Inspector. Okay. Alright, time to exit out of this world. Is this the fountain? Dunno how, but feels like we stumbled into something really important. Didn't we? This is Susie talking, by the way. Chris is, of course, silent as they are. Well, there's no time to think about that now. Right now, it's time to go home. Right, Chris? As you stood in front of the fountain, you felt something strange. It was as if your very soul was glowing. Epic. You close the fountain. What happened? I can't see anything. Hey, watch it. Huh? The unused classroom? How'd we get here? Hey, Chris. What just happened? Like, that wasn't a dream or anything, was it? Anyway, as I was saying, let's just tell Alphys we couldn't find any chalk. Alright. Playing cards spill out of a deck in the closet. It's a yellowed, poorly drawn picture of a green turtle. It's signed Alvin. It's a light switch. It's a worn-down stuffed animal. The door is locked. It's a checkerboard. There are pawns strewn on it. So we've got playing cards. So he started over here. So what this is this is the world. This is what we just left. The entire game between us entering that dark closet and now was a fantasy representation of this room. We started in that area with the purple grass. That was the Field of Hopes and Dreams. Here's where Sham, the shopkeeper, was. We've got cards, playing cards everywhere. We've crossed the checkerboard with the pawns on it. That's where we fought that checker. That's at the very end. And then I guess this cabinet represents the castle. So the dark world is a representation of this room, which is the unused classroom in the school. But we did not enter this room. We entered the storage closet. So how did we get from the storage closet, where we initially entered the dark world, to this room? These are very important questions that are key to this entire plot that we don't know the answer to, even with Chapter 2, which we will be seeing soon. Man, the sun's already setting. So it seems like only an hour or two passed in the real world. And possibly only an hour or two passed within the dark world as well. I don't know if it's a Narnia or Digimon type thing, or Digimon Adventure 01 thing. But Clackaboy is in chat is saying, have I seen the news about the cast for the new Harry Potter series? John Lithgow will be Dumbledore and Papa Asaidu will be Snape. I'm curious about my thoughts. I'll be honest, I don't know offhand who those people are. And I honestly, personally, don't care. For anyone who's personally excited about that, I'm happy for you. But I am in a state, and emotionally And this is me personally. I'm not saying my way is the right way or my mindset is the right mindset. I'm as flawed and as consumerist and whatever, however you want to negatively spin it, if you want to criticize me, as anyone else. But I'm personally am tuned out of these large corporations trying to repackage and resell us our childhoods while the future crumbles before our eyes. And this is something I felt as recently as at least 15 years ago. So it's not about the results of the recent election or anything. This is just how I felt in general. That being said, I'm playing a video game whose very art style is based around nostalgia, made by Nintendo, who's been repackaging our childhoods and made a business out of it for at least the last 20 years. Arguably, Nintendo first became aware of their own nostalgia factor in the late 90s with Smash Brothers. And I'm personally am very busy. I'm not bored. I set aside, if I wasn't so interested in streaming and giving my thoughts and sharing my feelings and experiences of the games I'm playing, I wouldn't even be sitting here playing any video games right now. I'm more interested in streaming and playing the games and saying what I have to say and making these shows than I am in the need to be entertained by the games. Which is why I'm not in a hurry to get a Switch 2. I'll be shocked if I even buy it within the first year. So in terms of what movies are coming out, what remakes have been announced, or what, like, the only streaming service I subscribe to is Amazon Prime, just because of the benefits it has for Twitch viewers. So I really don't have an opinion on that HBO version of Harry Potter or whatever. That's how I feel about that. And I'm not even, and that's completely aside from anything that J.K. Rowling has said regarding her opinions on certain people or her detachment with fundamental facts of actual reality. So, everyone else must have gone home by now. Guess Alphys will know better than to ask us next time, huh? And I hope that wasn't a downer for anyone in chat who may have asked me about that, but I just want to be honest about that. And I'm not against being asked questions about that, and I'm not against anyone who may be excited for, mainstream media projects like that. I'm consuming a form of mainstream media right now and broadcasting it on a website that's a subsidiary of one of the richest people in the country, who's basically turned a bunch of people into worker ants in his shipment factories, working for a fraction of what they're worth, selling things at a fraction of their actual value that are made overseas in countries by people who are making them at a fraction of their value. So I'm as much a part of this messed up system as anyone else. So, well, guess we should go. See you later, I guess. Chris? Let's go back here tomorrow, alright? Okay, I have the door is locked. So the door is locked now. The door is locked. I like the changing on Chris's sprite when they walk past the light here. We can go back into the classroom. We don't have the opportunity to save the game anymore at this point. Oh, we could go into the classroom. The computer is turned off. Everything felt peaceful for a moment. Oh, wow, because of the way up is oriented, I can just hold up and just infinitely walk between these two classrooms, between these two rooms. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna focus on elements that so here this is Miss Toriel's classroom. This is our mom, Toriel Dreamer, our adopted mom. Wait a second, I just want to see. Alright. So we'll... Ring ring. Chris, whatever have you been doing? No, this sounds too... This voice verges too strongly on parody.
I sat in the car waiting for you after school for half an hour. I called and called, but you never picked up. You had your poor mother worried sick. Chris, I'm afraid I'm going to have to punish you. Huh? A friend? You were spending time with a friend. Chris, I will make an exception this time. You can continue your adventures a little longer. But when you return home, you are going to have to go to bed early. See you soon, honey. Click.
Now we can freely explore this area, this town, which is known as Hometown. Before we were driven here, so we didn't have the chance to walk around like this. We can go into the library here. You could talk to Tem.
Gotta go to college, so Tem stubby hard.
She's reading a comic full of hot demon guys. There's an anime review. Read it. No. Teens Corner Monthly Toon Review. Mew Mew Kissy Cutie 2. This reviewer had Mew Mew 2 as her first exposure to the series. And let her tell you, it makes Mew Mew 1 look like a dumpster with sparkly cat ears. With a darker storyline and more mature themes, the second one treats the viewer like a real adult instead of like an animal that will die if it goes 10 seconds without seeing a beach ball. Not to mention, Mew Mew's character in the first one is more stale than the ramen I eat at home by myself with the lights off. Teens and older should check out this dark masterpiece. Signed, the Anonymous Yellow Lizard. There's a crude drawing of an ice cube wearing a headband. The Teen Zone, where teens can be kidses. A feeling of immense relief washes over you.
Chris, what's up? Caddy's working, so I'm starting on our project. I've already copied a bunch of pictures.
It's the same picture of a soccer ball 73 times. Her name is Birdley.
Chris, you survived Susie. I was getting worried. Now you can finally pay off your family debt. How to Draw Dragons is 2,583 days overdue. However, Chris, I'm a benevolent volunteer assistant. If you turn it in this week, I'll reduce your fine to a mere $64.23. Consider it, Chris.
I turn into the Jockington voice.
But Birdley has a real nasally, dorky voice, even more so than Rousey. Rousey has a nasally voice, but it's kind of cute and shy and soft and fluffy, whereas Birdley is a really obnoxious, like stuck-up kind of nasally voice.
With a bit of a lisp to it. Well, I guess they both have a bit of a lisp to them. I love reading books, especially the books upstairs. You really should read them. You look through the window to the computer lab. It seems to be a dog inside working at a computer. Seems like it's making a game. Seems like you shouldn't interrupt it. Seems like when the game's finished, you can go in. You just have to trust the dog. Computer lab. Please surf the web responsibly. In fact, maybe don't do it at all. Police Chief Undine is supposed to be directing traffic, but all she's doing is standing in the middle of the street yelling, "Get out of my way." She's the best, huh? I feel really directed. Hey, punk, get out of the road. You're blocking traffic. Oh, wait, it's just Asgore's kid. Sorry, I'm a little worked up lately. This job is so boring. Nothing ever happens in this town. I just wish something would shake things up. Huh? You got something to report? Alphys, because we know from Undertale that Alphys and Undine are OTP, as the teens say these days. Alphys? Who's Alphys? No idea who you're talking about. Why, did they do something illegal? Gotcha, if I see Alphys, I'll tackle him. They're good as dead. Got something to report? Let's help you. Aw, you want to help me? Sure, punk. Get someone to rob the bank so I can suplex them. Wait, do we even have a bank? Get someone to build a bank. Got something to report? Dark World.
What? There's a dark world inside the school? Huh, sure, kid. There's no law against dark worlds anyway. That's a job for the school board. Got something to report? Nothing. Don't do anything illegal, you little punk, and let me know if you get a lead on any purple girls. There's one wanted on several counts of comic mischief. Yeah, well, we won't rat Susie out to you. How am I supposed to get past this blue lady? I'm stuck. I guess I should just run away. I'll be here forever if I keep up all the voices, so, okay. Police tape is blocking the way. The tape simply reached, nah. You knocked on the door to the police station. Someone's coming up to the window. They just closed the blinds. Seems like the police aren't really feeling it right now. And that's implied. We'll learn later who the police officer inside is. Let's go in the hospital. It's an obligatory hospital piano shrunk to fit in the corner. As a result, it's missing most of the good keys. Play it? Yes. Blink! It's an obligatory hospital piano shrunk down to fit in the corner. As a result, it's missing most of the good keys. Play it? No. Your hands linger over the keys doing nothing. You usually play the piano a bit more beautifully. Is everything okay? You do seem a little sick. It's one of those sliding bead toys that naturally spawns inside doctors' offices. I used to actually have one of these in my own home as a child. The beads march grimly along their set path. It's a diagram showing a bunch of lines in a circle. How literal. Dad, I can't just say that to her. Oh my god, I'd die. I'd literally die.
Noelle, sweetheart, first time I laid eyes on your mother, I walked right up and told her she was a hot piece of work.
And really?
Yeah, she slapped me so hard I blacked out.
Dad, that doesn't help at all.
Anyhow, how's Dragon Blazers 3? Beat it yet?
Nah, I'm still at the Ice Palace. I've been kind of waiting to finish it with you, Dad.
Noelle, maybe you shouldn't wait.
Dad?
You should bring it here. I'm bored as hell.
Fine, you win. I'll bring it next time. Oh, it's getting late. Guess I better go. I've got homework.
Oh, that's the group project voice. Bird guy again? What is his name, Nerdly?
It's a Birdly. He's not that bad, Dad.
I'll kick his ass.
Dad, you're not even supposed to get up.
Bring him by the window. I'll throw something at him.
Goodbye, Dad. Bye, honey.
Oh, bye, honey.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Oh, so you're just here to use the sink, huh? Come on, Chris, be a little friendlier. It's an angel doll. Its lack of facial features is unsettling. That angel? Noelle and Des made it up in youth group. It's kind of like a good luck charm to me now. Oh, right, you and Azzy tried to make one too. But you wasted the whole time making huge wings for it. Patient name, Rudolph Rudy Holiday. Hey, Chris, you forget my name or something? Well, jingle my gosh darn bells. Looks like Christmas came early. All right, Chris, just give me the straight shot. Why are you here? Did your mom make you come over here? No. Really? You've grown up a lot, Chris. I'm proud of you. Wasn't too long ago you were just the creepy kid next door. Now you're the creepy kid right here in front of me. Okay, seriously, you want to chat or something? We could talk about Noelle, illness, family, or nothing. We'll talk about Noelle. She's a sweetheart, isn't she, Chris? Smart, kind, sweet, couldn't ask for a better daughter. I just wish she wasn't so defenseless. Scary movies, bugs, Santa Claus, everything scares her. I wonder if Santa Claus is meant to be a human in this world. And when it happens, she freezes like a deer in headlights. Ha ha, because she's a reindeer. Remember, she used to even be afraid of humans under the bed. Chris, it was not nice of you to hide under there, by the way. Anyhow, that's what's tough about being in here, Chris. Not what's going on with me. Just that, in the meantime, I can't be there to protect her. Keep an eye out for her, okay? Hey, Chris, you want to chat or something? Don't worry. There's no way you can bore me right now. Let's talk about the illness. So, why am I in here? Well, they found some crap, so it's just tests. Yeah, it's no big deal. Nothing a holiday can't handle. Yeah, family members being in hospital and visiting them and being uncertain of things. Something I've got more experience with it than I'd like to, but I'm glad I was always able to bring him home at the end of it. I'll be out of here in a jiff. Then I could go back to, I don't know, yelling at you for getting tangled in our light display. Hey, Chris, you want to chat or something? Don't worry. There's no way you can bore me right now. Let's talk about family. Chris, even if we've grown apart, we still love your family. After all, me and Asgore were college pals, right? Oh, hey, now that Azrael's off to college, you think he's doing any crazy parties like me and your dad? I'm just pulling your leg. Your dad was no party animal. Your mother, on the other hand, woo! She'd always fuss about going, but once the party started, yikes, man. Once she hit me clear across the room with a key lime pie. I got smashed into the snack table and toppled everything. Tasty pie, though. Couldn't complain. It's a bunch of roses in a glass container. Hey, I'm happy your dad brought me flowers, but roses? What is this, man? Beauty and the Beast? That ain't gonna work, man. We're both beasts. It's a chair. Yeah, so there's some interesting speculation about Rudy and Mr. Dreamer, Asgore. And here's this guy who's not relevant to the... Wait. This castle's white wizards relegated me to this healing chamber, but my blood is boiling for battle. Okay. Alright. So how about... we get into the library. Okay, so that's... Now we have to go south. And so here's... Well, first we're going to go south to the southmost point. The music stops, and you've got a bunker here. And if we stay here for a while, it's locked. No one knows... Well... a lot of people call it the bunker. No one knows what this is. Toby's been very cryptic about it. No one related to the game is allowed to talk about it. And I think if you stay here, eventually there's a creepy rumbling sound. But yeah, this bunker is definitely... We're definitely going into this bunker, or that door is definitely opening by the end of this game. I believe this is going to play into the end game somehow. No one knows what's inside. We believe it's connected to possibly to the man who gave us the egg. Oh, and speaking of that, so we've left the Dark World. We're back to the Undertale interface. We've got the ball of junk. We looked at the junk ball and admiration. Nothing happened. So this ball of junk is implied to be all the items we had in the Dark World. We had the egg. Use the egg. Info. Egg, not too important, not too unimportant. Same. We had the glass. Huh. There's a small shard of something in your pocket. It feels like glass, but you look through the glass. For some strange reason, for a brief moment, you thought you saw through your hand. So the glass is implied to be the shard of... What is it? The shadow crystal that we got from defeating Jevil. There's a bench. Gerson Boom Memorial Booth. Now, Gerson Boom's a character we met in Undertale. In this different setting, Gerson Boom has died before our birth. Throughout my career, some of my best ideas came from dreams. Take a rest here if anyone asks your writing. Aw. Rest in peace, Gerson. I would like a bench like that someday when I'm no longer gone. Where would I want it to be? Several. Gerson, renowned historian, author, and teacher. And monsters do not leave bodies behind. They turn into dust, so they bury the dust along with an item that was important to them. Crystal, a snowy gemstone for a proud mother. So these three gravestones are characters that were left in a through experimentation were left in an undead state at the end of the ending of Undertale. So here we have this church. Now, there's lots of references, particularly from Toriel, to church and going to this church and holding some form of religious belief. That is not the name of this religion is not really specified, and there was some speculation as to Toriel's personal beliefs and how those would play into her beliefs about certain other townspeople that I feel were just really lacking in imagination and understanding of people's motivations as to why they may ascribe to religious beliefs that were kind of unfortunate. And fortunately, we learn in Chapter 2 that that speculation was sort of debunked. So we'll talk to this, I guess, priest. I don't know this character's gender. I don't know if they're... Chris, what a pleasant surprise to see you here and on school day. There must be a reason that you came at such a time. I, Father Alvin. Okay, so we're going to use male pronouns for him. Okay, I, Father Alvin, implore you, if you have anything weighing on your mind, please speak. Fruit juice. Chris, if you want some of our sick fruit juice, you should come to our service. Our choir sounds a bit thinner since your brother went away. Chris, it would be wonderful if you would sing with us, or even participated to any extent, instead of just trying to drink the fruit juice. Yeah, so it's implied that Chris, this fruit juice is implied to be wine used in some sort of communion or parallel religious ceremony that Chris tries to drink as much of as they can get away with. Here's the town hall. Yeah, so it's here. This here is implied to be a map of the town. Nothing plot relevant here, but it's implied that Noelle's mother is the... Okay. We'll start from the farthest left. Yeah, nothing too important here. Nothing too important here. Now, the diner, I think, is more important. We do meet, burger pants. I think they're called pizza pants in this setting, though. You're alive. Nice. I'm working. Yeah, so it looks like she's a waitress after school. That was our sulky classmate. We'll take the special. And do you have any edible glitter? The youngest one won't eat anything if it doesn't look like treasure. Aw. And here's this lion. So for you two girls, that'll be the crepes, a cinnamon latte, 2 bunny parfaits, and a piece of firewood. Yeah, so the lion waitress. I like the vibe of the waitress here. Maybe I should sign up too. Nah, serving drinks wouldn't really suit a fire elemental. If I got nervous, I'd just melt all the ice. Ice Wolf does not like ice and drink. Ice Wolf like ice to be drink.
Looking at my rugged body, you must wonder what kind of secrets I hold. My secret is I put all my leftover pancakes in this giant hat.
I don't know why I gave him that accent, but
Hey there, haven't seen you in a while, hun. I remember back on Sundays after service, you and your family would come in and order the special. Of course, things happened, and then y'all stopped coming together. But every Sunday, you and your brother'd still come in. He'd order you a hot chocolate, and you two'd sit down at that table in the corner, drawing shapes in the window with your breath. You must really miss him, huh? Here, how about this? You got the hot chocolate. On the house, hun. Huh. Hot chocolate topped with homemade marshmallows in the shape of bunnies. Huh. Interesting. So, I just want to look up this hot chocolate real quick, see if it does anything special. You can't lose HP in the light world as far as we at this point. So, hot chocolate. Alright. It seems like it's sort of just a flavor text item. Haha, flavor text. Hey, look who it is. It's Sans Undertale. Look who's walking around. How are you, kid? Great to see you again. Who the hell are you? So this is a character who appeared in Undertale and appeared to have some sort of insight onto the nature of Undertale's world. Seemed to be aware that it was just a game. Seemed to be aware of the save system. Great to see you again. Yeah, it's real nice, isn't it? Especially considering I've never met you before. The name's Sans. Sans the Skeleton. I'm new in town. What's up? Let's talk about the store. Behind me? Yeah, that's the grocery store. Unfortunately, it's closed. What a pain. I really wanted to buy some milk. Someone ought to complain to the guy who runs it. What's up? Friends? We just moved here, so I hardly know anyone. Why, got anyone I should know better? Me? Whoa there, Tiger. You can't just jump straight into friendship. It takes time. Alright, that's enough time. Take this. Call it whenever you feel like. You got Sans's number. What's up? Friends, we just moved here, hardly know anyone. Why, I think... My teacher. Alphys? Yeah, I know about her. Came into the store with a suitcase and sunglasses. Thought she was part of the mob. She opened the case and stuffed it full of instant noodles. Paid in small bills, and slunk out of the place. Pajamas trailing on the floor. Anyway, our relationship is purely business. So I guess we'll just let her do her thing. You know, because of the sort of deep sound of his text box, a lot of people give Sans a deep voice like this. But we just moved here, so I really don't know my mom. Your mother, huh? Too late. I already befriended your mom last night. She's great, though. Came to the store to buy chocolate kisses. Said she's gotta lock the door to stop you from eating them. You sound like a fun kid, huh? Hey, bud. Are you busy tomorrow? I need some help with something. It'd be great if you could come over. I live just next door, you know. Yes. Wow, you answered quickly, huh? That's not good. I'm a total stranger. You should probably hesitate more. Well, guess I shouldn't complain. Huh? What are we gonna be doing? Oh, I'm not gonna be there. That'd be weird. It's just gonna be you and my little brother. He needs friends. Thanks for hanging out with him. See ya. Yeah. Knock, knock, knock. No response, but the distant trestle of bones. Yeah, so this is implied. It's implied that, Papyrus is inside that house. Sans' brother from Undertale. Hey, some apartment buildings. These kind of... Knock, knock, knock. Oh, are you the human that lives at the top of town? Wow, my mommy told you about you. Does it hurt to be made of blood? Yeah, so that implies that establishes that monsters in the Deltarune universe do not have blood inside their bodies. Knock, knock, knock.
That sounds like the knock of a beginner. Come back when you've gotten better at knocking. Yeah, so here's Monster Kid Sprite from the front. We saw him in the classroom. I guess maybe he's Monster Teen now. Because this is a Deltarune character, we meet him as Monster Kid, but now they seem to be a teenager. We only saw them from behind, and here seeing them from the front, it looks like they have a little cross around their neck on a chain. It's a cross that doesn't... It's implied to have some religious significance, needless to say. So there are these repeated references to church and some passing mentions of religion and angels, and I'm very interested in how this will play into the emotional fabric of this game's storytelling. Yo, Chris, you survived Susie. I mean, I never saw her beat anyone up, but I'd be careful. Like, one time me, Snowy, and Jockin were playing handball, and she just kept creepily watching us from the corner, and then when the ball rolled over, she just froze solid and kicked the ball as hard as she could right into Officer Undine's car. And then Undine came out smiling, cracked her knuckles, and totally wiped us at handball. Anyway, Susie sucks, Chris. Knock, knock, knock. Oi, Snowy, what did I tell you about knocking the door so hard? Don't do it. It's really gonna hurt your face. We don't have arms, you know. It's funny, this character and this character do not have arms. And it's not just, like, the style of their sprite. They canonically just do not have upper limbs, I guess. Ooh, you're lucky, Chris. You got to miss class with Alphys. It's not fair. If I skipped class, my dad would never let me hear the end of it. That's actually not even remotely funny. I don't feel like Oh. I was going to say, too late. I was going to say I don't feel like talking to her, but it's too late now. I was really worried when you didn't come back. Where'd you go? Did you skip class? Well, don't worry about it. I'm the cool teacher, you know. You're not in trouble. Well, let me know if you need anything. Yeah, we don't feel like talking to them right now. Oh, and by the way, not that my chat is particularly active at the moment, but if anyone does have requests of things they'd like me, of characters they'd like me to talk to or things they'd like me to do, you're free to voice those. I wouldn't consider that backseating. So wait, so we walked... Alright, so that's as far as this street goes. And... okay, so... yeah, let's go all the way to the end. Hey, it's these two. So these two Knight Royal... no, I think they're called Royal Guard 1 and Royal Guard 2. And these two have a crush on each other in Undertale. And he resolved the battle by getting them to confess their love for each other. Nothing better than hanging at the lake with my best bro, watching the waves go by. The other one I don't think talks much. ... True. Oh, they do talk. Okay. It's a metal picnic table. Cigarette butts lie on the ground underneath it. Stick your fingers into the holes in the table. Stick fingers or don't. We'll stick fingers. Your fingers don't fit through the top anymore. You try from below. Your hand became covered in cobwebs. Yeah, that's about right. It's metal picnic table. Alright. Hey! We know this character from Undertale. We never met them in this world, though. Hey there! Noticed you were here. It's me! You know me, right? Of course you do! I'm real popular, I just don't have any friends. But it's okay, you hear? 'Cause you're here, you hear? Will you be my friend? I have no clue where this voice comes from. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy I don't know what to do. I don't remember being this happy before. What's your name, friend? Chris or Hippopotamus. We'll tell him Chris. Chris, that's you. That's a real nice name for a friend. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself.
Actually, since no one talks to me, I forgot my own name. Chris, can you give me a name?
Azrael 2, Beauty, Disgusting, or Onion. I believe this guy's called Onion San in Undertale. Let's call them Onion.
It's perfect, you hear? I don't know what it means, but it's perfect. I feel like it's shaped like me. It feels like it smells like me. Wait, what's the name? Yum? Yeah, it's perfect. Yum. That's my name. Thank you for giving me a name. I'll cherish it, you hear? Christmas, that's your name, right? I want to tell you something tomorrow. Something I can only tell a friend. Come back soon, you hear?
And off they go. That was creepy. Whenever Chris just looks back, like they know, like, yeah, that was an experience. Honestly, Chris turning to look at the camera is like some of the only moments of characterization this character has. Clagaboy says sounds like Mickey Mouse from the South. Interesting interpretation. So now let's go into the truck here. It's your dad's truck. The floors of the front seat is littered with old papers and country CDs. Flower King. Chris slowly walks in and they wait for Dad Asgore to notice them. Dee-dee-dum. Oh, is someone here? Just a moment. I have almost finished watering these flowers. Here we are. Howdy, how can I... Oh, Chris! Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot if you don't like hugs like that. Well now, make yourself at home, Chris. You can help yourself to anything you like. It's a cash register. There's not much change inside. It's a flower. Let's talk to him. Say, Chris, I was thinking, perhaps when Azrael comes home, we could all go to the diner just like old times. My treat. Doesn't that sound yummy? And for context, everyone keeps talking about Azrael coming back. You know, Azrael's off to college. And the plot for Undertale, the previous game in this series, which this seems to be some kind of parallel universe of, in Undertale, the entire plot for Undertale revolves around the fact that Azrael died at the age of 10, at least several decades before Undertale takes place. Whereas here, Azrael has survived to college age. So the circumstances of Undertale are completely incongruent with the world we've been presented with in Deltarune. So we have some colored flowers under these glass domes that happen to reflect the color of the different souls, except for there's no red one, but it reflects, actually no, it reflects the color of the 7 souls. It's an air mattress, certainly not king-sized. Chris, do you want to sleep over? You could use that air mattress and I could use those bags of soil. Perhaps not. There's a back door that's barred shut. It's a door, it's locked. You know, I always interpreted this as an upstairs, but it's really a back room. There's some dirty fur stuck in the drain. It's a rusty fridge with some photos on it. Oh, Chris, if you're hungry, help yourself to anything you want. Open fridge, see photos, or don't. Open fridge. All that's inside is a jar with a single pickle in it. You put the egg you were carrying inside, too. It's a rusty fridge with some photos on it. See photos? A photo of your mother and father on their wedding day. She's holding a bouquet of 7 flowers. A reindeer-looking monster stands nearby in a tuxedo. They all look happy. It's a small TV. On top are some superhero comics. Yes, those flowers are still kicking. Quite hard to take care of them in this climate. Yes, okay. Nothing new here. No new dialogue here. Say, oh, you know what? Never mind. I forgot. Those stairs do imply that it's an upstairs and not a back room. Huh, interesting. Say, Chris, I was thinking, perhaps when Azrael comes home, we could all go to the diner just like old times. My treat. Doesn't that sound yummy? Okay. Oh, Chris, before you go. Here, for your mother, our secret. Okay. You got the bouquet of flowers. Have a great day, Chris. And here's a house. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, I'm afraid no one's home right now, darling. Now why don't you prance on home? I don't feel like talking to you. We met you in Undertale. You two are... This character here, I'm not going to read their dialogue, but the way they're written and some of the references somewhat implies that they're a reference to Mr. Dink from the Nickelodeon 90s cartoon Doug. Now, we'll read her dialogue.
Oh, hi, Chris. Did you need some help with your homework again? I know you were having trouble last time, so, I actually got a few things ready for you in case. Wait, sorry, I can't right now. I forgot my house key again, and, sorry, Chris. I'll help you later if that's okay. See you at school, Chris. Chris, did you want to talk about something?
Let's talk about Susie.
Susie, that's right, you were with Susie. When you didn't come back to class, I was worried, but everything turned out okay, I think. Chris, can I ask you something if that's okay? Susie, I'm kind of curious what she's like, you know? I mean, who doesn't wonder about her? She never talks to anyone. So, Chris, could you tell her about me, if that's okay?
She's nice, she eats talk, she's terrible, she's nice. Let's later on, because I think it's pretty apparent that, Noelle has a bit of a crush on Susie. Or she eats chalk? Or that's terrible, she eats... Let's tell her she eats chalk.
What? She was eating the chalk? Really? Wait, you're teasing me, aren't you, Chris? Like when you told me that Icy was real and eats kids. So Des smacked you with a wiffle bat till she stopped lying. Oh no, Des. A reference to the character Des. We'll learn more about her. She may be one of the most important characters in this game, but we have yet to see her yet, and that's the first reference to her. Huh? You're telling the truth? Seriously? Then, what color chalk does she like? And do you think she likes the thin or thick kind? Wait, maybe making her lunchbox full of chalk is stupid. Hey, Chris, is something... Oh, we get to talk all the things. Okay, Susie. Oh, can I ask something about her? Is she... Okay, oh. Anything? Oh, the key? Huh? Why don't I ask my mom for the key? I mean, you know, she doesn't like it when I bother her when she's working. Don't worry, okay? I'll just go over to Caddy's.
It's implied that her mother is the mayor of this town, and that they have a strained relationship. Let's talk about anything.
Chris, are you feeling alright? Normally you're not so talkative. Oh, I didn't mean to sound like something's wrong with you. Chris, is something wrong? Why did you go to the hospital to see my dad? I mean, I'm sure he appreciated it, but, gosh, I'm sorry, Chris. Forget I said anything.
Now, what we have here, in the totality of all the dialogue, is, including dialogue I did not read, is all the characters in town are commenting that Chris, they normally don't go around talking to people. They normally seem very, introverted, they don't really talk or interact with people. So the fact that they're talking to people is something that strikes the townspeople as very unusual. It seems like they're being more talkative, more social than normal, which is fascinating. It's your mom's van. Alright.
Welcome home, honey. Did you have fun with your friend today? By the way, I just finished baking a pie. If you go to bed, it'll be cool when you wake.
But don't eat it all this time, alright?
It's a book of hymns, so once again, another reference to church, religion. You have a sofa here. You have a TV. It's the TV. Doesn't even seem to be plugged in anymore. Chris, what is it, honey?
Let's talk about me.
Chris, honey, you have grown up so much. Someday you will be going off to university as well. Remember when you were little? You asked when your horns were going to grow in? So we brought that headband with the little red horns on it. Oh, you wore it for months. Whatever happened to it? Yeah, so Chris is the only human we've seen in the world of Deltarune so far. And it seems because Chris was adopted by the Dreamer family, who are goat monsters and have horns, it seems like Chris was confused and thought that maybe as they grow older, they would grow horns too, so they brought them... it seems like Toriel brought them a headband with horns on it, so they feel a little more, less alienated. Chris, what is it, honey?
Flowers.
Oh, Chris, flowers for your mother? How sweet.
Those aren't from him, are they not? These are from him, are they not?
Well, worry not, Chris. I will find some place for them. Chris, what is it, honey?
Let's talk about Asriel.
Remember that video game you and Asriel used to play? What was it called? Super Smashing Fighters?
Yeah, so it's implied to be this world's Super Smash Brothers, a parallel.
When he was very little, he loved the little green lizard from that. We even gave him a birthday party for him themed around it. Your father painted all those eggs with spots as decoration. Oh, your brother loved it. Until the next day, your father cooked them all for breakfast. Your brother just kept crying. Ever since he's hated that book about eating green eggs.
Green eggs and ham. A book I need to add to my personal collection. And of my library sometime soon. A nice big stretch. Yeah, so that's all about Asriel. It's a landline phone, but you already have a cell phone. Cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters and gingerbread humans. It's a trash can, somehow it's emitting a pleasant floral scent. So it's implied that Asriel Dreamer and Toriel Dreamer have broken up and have and that Asgore keeps trying to Asgore. I said Asriel. Asgore and Toriel have broken up, and Asgore keeps trying to win her back with flowers. And on the stove you have the butterscotch cinnamon pie, Toriel's signature from Undertale. It's still cooling down. There's some white fur stuck in the drain. Cookie cutters. Okay, and there are pictures of you and it's a photo on the fridge. It's of your mother, your mother, and your brother. Let's go in the bathroom. Nothing, but if we check the sink, you look inside the sink cupboard, there's a can of Icy Cool Boy's body spray. Nothing left to do but to go upstairs. There are many books, Tales of Snails. Okay, we read that. Nothing new with that flavor text. The bathroom is locked. It's only you. It's about anything unique out here. There are jazz CDs under the bed. Classical, jazz, religious, ska. And yeah, so Asriel has religious CDs under his bed. We have this birdcage here. It's a red wagon with a rusty birdcage in it. Looks like it's seen quite a few crashes. And let's check the computer. It's a computer desk. There are many boxes under it filled with old books. If you go to bed, this chapter of your adventures will end. Will you go to bed? And, yeah, let's go to bed. You decided to go to bed. Oh. What's this? What's this? He's rustling in bed. Chris, they just fly out of bed. And they're shambling around. Their movements are very jerky and stuttery and kind of creepy. Their hair's in front of their face. There's like loud footstep sounds. Flexes their fingers. What the? I'm like, the first time I saw this, I'm like, what is even happening? Pull their soul out of their body. Slams it into the birdcage. And by the way, I, with my controller, am capable of moving around the soul inside the birdcage, the little heart icon. I can move it around. So this heart is what I've been controlling the whole time. Now Chris is moving by themselves, pulls out a knife, their eye flashes red, and credits. Whew. What a cliffhanger, for considering we did not get the next chapter for another 2 years. And yes, this is the motif we've been hearing throughout the entire game. Wow. And these lyrics completely recontextualize the recurring, this motif's repeated recurrence throughout the soundtrack. Wowie wow.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
To be continued? What? To be continued? Yeah, that's, and it's funny, they mean for you to discover that their lyrics, after getting that shocker where Chris, throws the soul, reveal. Okay, so what we have from that ending is, at the beginning of the game, we created a character. We saw the soul. We created a character, choosing their, the designing the avatar that was then discarded, and we were controlling the soul, that little heart icon that was inside Chris's body. But it turns out that our actions throughout the game, me as the player was controlling Chris's body, apparently without their consent. And you notice when you save the game for the first time in the Dark World, there is a pre-existing save file named Chris. And when I saved over it, it replaced Chris's name with Asu, which is the name I input for myself as the player. So in some way, we have overwritten Chris's identity and are controlling them. However, Chris can rip our soul out of their body and imprison it separate outside of their body, and then take independent actions of which we're not in control over. So by continuing to chapter 2, alright, so that created a new save file. I'm gonna end. We've been streaming for a little over 90 minutes, but all the dialogue I've been doing, all the talking I've been doing, it's worn me out a bit prematurely. Actually, why? I just realized why. I have no idea why, but the feed for the game stopped, even though I'm still playing the game. I have no idea why that is, but I might as well end the stream there. No need to do a mid-stream break. We're just going to end it there. It's a good stopping point. And I certainly do hope that I forgot to actually hit record for my local recording. So if I did not actually, I hope that, I believe I fixed the problem where my audio was not on the recorded VOD on Twitch, because if I did not record the VOD on Twitch, then it means that the audio for this entire stream has been lost media.
But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. I will see you all on the 8th. Why is it say 8/26/25? No, it is more like 4/26/25. Last stream of the month, and we will be playing starting chapter 2 of Deltarune. Forgot to ask of any childhood memories of Easter. Well, aside from It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, I know a childhood memory I had is just my parents explaining the whole Easter Bunny thing to me, and just me in my overly mature way thinking like, okay, this doesn't seem to make sense in the context of how I otherwise understand the world to work, yet I'm going to go along with this, and it's fun either way, and I get I get to hunt around the house for little plastic eggs full of jelly beans, so it was fun. And, and I got a little Easter basket. It was full of little toys and candy. I'll think of some other things next Saturday for sure. But, yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and raid into anybody. I'll just call it there.